Hello people, it's Jonathan. I'm recording this off on my phone because I had problems exporting and rendering the video. So, sorry for the inconvenience, but in the meantime, enjoy. The 2025 NASCAR season is upon us, and we're all speculating about what will happen throughout the season. And many people have been willing to make their own predictions for this season. Matter of fact, I myself have made some 2025 NASCAR predictions as well, as I also feel like certain things will happen throughout the season, like who will win the Daytona 500, who will make the playoffs, who will win the championship, and so on and so forth. Hello people, it's Jonathan. And here are my predictions for the 2025 NASCAR season. These predictions will be for all three of NASCAR's National Series, the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series. And I'm also not going to go into too much detail about these predictions as they'll be pretty brief. So without further ado, let's start predicting. My first two predictions have to do with the Clash, which is this Sunday. And my first prediction is that one of the Bowman Gray regulars who are entering this race, either Tim Brown or Burt Myers, will advance to the main event. And my second prediction is that Kyle Larson will win the Clash. My next three predictions are the pole sitters for Speed Weeks. I predict that Rajah Caruth will win the Truck Series pole, Sammy Smith wins the pole for the Xfinity race, and Shane Van Gisbergen will win the pole for the Daytona 500. And for the drivers that advance to the Daytona 500, I think those four drivers will be Justin Allgaier, Martin Truex Jr., Chandler Smith, and Elio Castroneves. And the four that fail to qualify will be Corey LaJoie if he attempts, J.J. Yaley, Anthony Alfredo, B.J. McLeod, and Jimmy Johnson. I know I said four drivers, but there's actually five that will fail to qualify, so please excuse me for that. And now the winners of each Speed Weeks race. I predict that Daniel Hemrick will win the Truck race, Jesse Love will win the Xfinity race, and Kyle Busch will break his winless streak by winning the Daytona 500. Predictions 11 through 17 all have to do with crashes. Prediction number 11 is that there will be a total of 4 flips throughout the season, 2 in Cup, 1 in Xfinity, and 1 in Trucks. My next two predictions have to do with the location of the track these flips will take place at. I predict that one of those flips will be during Speed Weeks and another flip will happen at Atlanta. Number 14 is that there will be a catch fence crash at either Daytona or Talladega. I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be a flip, but I'm saying that there will be a car that gets into the catch fence this season. Not saying that it's actually going to happen, I'm just predicting it, by the way. For prediction number 15, I predict that the hardest hit of the year will be at Indy. And for number 16, there will be a big one at a short track. And for prediction number 17, I predict that the largest big one of the year will happen during the Coke 0400 involving 26 cars. My next three predictions have to do with manufacturers. For prediction number 18, I predict that Chevy will be the strongest manufacturer in both Cup and Xfinity. For prediction number 19, I think Toyota will be the strongest manufacturer in trucks. However, for number 20, I think Toyota will struggle in the Cup Series throughout the first half of the season, then bring it on in the second half. Predictions 21 through 23 have to deal with first-time winners in 2025. The three drivers I see getting their first career win in the Truck Series for prediction number 21 are Daniel Hemrick, which I mentioned earlier, since I predict he will win the Daytona Truck Race. I also predict that Gio Ruggiero will get his first career win. Gio Ruggiero is taking over for Taylor Gray in the 17 truck for Tricon. And I also think Caden Honeycutt will get his first Truck Series win. He's driving the 45 for Nice full-time this year. For the Xfinity first-time winners in 2025, I predict those drivers will be William Sawalich, Carson Kvapil, Christian Eckes, Sheldon Creed, and Ryan Sieg. I finally think Sheldon Creed and Ryan Sieg will get their first career wins in 2025. And now for the Cup Series, I only think 2 drivers will get their first career win in 2025. Those drivers being Ty Gibbs and Todd Gilliland. Predictions 24 through 26 are the remaining Crown Jewel winners for 2025. I predict those drivers will be William Byron winning the Coke 600, Ryan Blaney winning the Brickyard 400, and Chase Elliott winning the Southern 500 at Darlington. Predictions 27 through 34 are just some random predictions I have for the 2025 season. For prediction number 27, I predict that Hendrick Motorsports will be the team to beat in the Cup Series throughout the first half of the season. Prediction number 28 has to deal with weather, and I predict that 8 race weekends will be affected by rain, 4 races will be postponed, and 2 will be called off early. For prediction number 29, I predict that Shane Van Gisbergen will win 2 races in the Cup Series this season. His first win of the season will be at the inaugural Cup race at Mexico City, and his other win will be redemption at Watkins Glen. For prediction number 30, I think Denny Hamlin will go winless in 2025, but will still make the playoffs. For prediction number 31, I think Joey Logano will have a championship hangover and not win until the playoffs, kind of like a Kyle Busch 2020 season. For prediction number 32, I think Cody Ware will get 2 top 10s both at drafting tracks, including Atlanta, not just Daytona and Talladega. For number 33, I predict a forgotten driver will make their return to NASCAR in the middle of the season. So a driver we all forgot about, like Joey Coulter, Cale Gale, James Buescher, Dylan Kwasniewski, even any driver that we all forgot about who hasn't raced in a long time. For prediction number 34, I predict there will be 5 fights throughout the season, and most of them will be at short tracks. Predictions 35 through 37 have to deal with the most dominant driver in each series. So for the Truck Series, I think it'll be Corey Heim with 5 wins. For the Xfinity Series, I think it'll be Connor Zilisch with 7 wins. And the most dominant Cup driver will be Ryan Blaney with 6 wins. For predictions number 38 through 40, I'll be predicting the playoff field for each series. So for the Truck Series, I think it'll be Daniel Hemrick, Grant Enfinger, Corey Heim, Gio Ruggiero, Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, Chandler Smith, Lane Riggs, Raja Caruth, and Caden Honeycutt. Next up, we have the Xfinity playoffs. The 12 drivers I predict will make it in will be Connor Zilisch, Justin Allgaier, Sammy Smith, Carson Kvapil, William Sawalich, Brandon Jones, Christian Eckes, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Jesse Love, Austin Hill, and Ryan Seed. Now for the Cup Series playoffs, I predict the 16 drivers that make it in will be Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, Tyler Reddick, Todd Gillen, Chris Buescher, and Brad Keselowski. Predictions 41 through 43 have to deal with the Championship 4 for each series. So for the Truck Series, I think the Championship 4 will be Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Chandler Smith, and Grant Enfinger. For the Xfinity Series, I predict the 4 drivers that advance to the Championship 4 will be Connor Zilisch, William Sawalich, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer. Now for the Cup Series, I think the 4 drivers that will fight for the championship will be Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Christopher Bell. Now for predictions 44 through 46, I'm going to be predicting the champion for each series. So for the Truck Series, I think it'll be Corey Heim. Finally, for the Xfinity Series, I think your champion will be Connor Zilisch. And for the Cup Series, I predict the 2025 champion will be Kyle Larson, winning his 2nd title. For predictions 47 through 49, I'll be predicting the Rookie of the Year for each series. So for the Truck Series, I predict it will be Gio Ruggiero. For the Xfinity Series, it will be none other than Connor Zilisch. And for the Cup Series, it will be none other than Shane Van Gisbergen. And now for prediction number 50, I predict that Denny Hamlin will retire after 2025 and William Sawalich will replace him, renumbering the number 11 to the 18, bringing the 18 car back to the Cup Series. So there you have it, a list of 50 predictions I have for the 2025 NASCAR season for all 3 of their national series. Will I be right or will I be completely wrong? Only time will tell. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is Jonathan M. signing out. Goodbye and have a blessed day. I know it froze. Please ignore that. So yeah, those are 50 predictions I have for the 2024 NASCAR season. I'm sorry I had to do it like this, but I had no other choice since I kept having technical difficulties. So yeah, have a blessed day, y'all.